This is Vanity Calamity, part 72. Springtrap just released, but for this, at least this one match here, I want to play Kaneki, and yeah, on the new map, which the new map, my opinions on it, I think it's okay, except if you're an M1 killer. This is a map that seems like it was solely built for like killers with anti-loot. It doesn't really feel that fair for it's very survivor side based on the killer. Okay. Well. And as far as Freddy goes, my opinions on Freddy. I think he's a lot of fun. He is the fun killer. Oh wow, I didn't even know he's in there. Okay. Really? Fine, I'll wait you out. Dude, you need a mend, like you're gonna what? Oh, he's got that perk, doesn't he? I feel like yeah. Fucking hell, he tricked me. That was well played. Okay, well played. I don't know the name of that perk, but yeah, I know what perk it is. Life. Okay, I do hate this shit though. Double pallets is so obnoxious. I think it works a little bit better on Greenview Square, simply for the fact that it's a lot smaller map and very narrow. So its narrowness I think helps it, but on a map that's as large as this one, it just no, it's a bad idea. It's garbage. Really? That's not the one I was wanting, but it is what it is. Fuck. Nice. Now you lost here. Oh yeah, another thing I've noticed too is like the totem spawns on this map are pretty ass also. They're pretty bad. So far. Like, every time I ran a hex so far, all my totems seem to spawn right next to a generator, right in the open. Like, so far I've experienced no good totem spawns. He moved on, I heard his fucking whimpering. Oh. I lost my totem too at 4. Okay. Good, one's dead. Crap, I had to grab the wall. Are they doing that gen right now? They are. Surely, this was not progressed that much, was it? Oh my god, it's a bully squad. That gen's definitely being progressed right now. Last gate they opened. They're going for the save. Well, she's broken, so she can't really just come by and grab them, can she? Oh, well. Not really sure what her plan is. Yep. There are scratch marks. She was over here. Damn. Oh. Still a good game. My opinions on Springtrap. He is fun. He is a cool, you know, he's fun. Like, they did good on his looks. He looks amazing. I wish they would, I mean, Glitchtrap's cool. I kind of wish we would have had Burntrap or Vanny. I would have loved a Vanny skin, because Vanny and Springtrap are my two favorite characters from the FNAF series. I think they're really cool characters. And I would have loved to seen Vanny. You know, just all the types of Springtrap, you know what I mean? So I think Burntrap should have been there. But maybe there was a license thing, because that's like the Still Wool. English is failing me. Still Wool games. So maybe they'd have to talk to Still Wool in order to get Burntrap or Vanny. Which I would love to see that potentially come into the future. But Springtrap, they did an amazing job on him. Looks wise, I think. His power, it's fun. It's a good power. I mean, it feels good to play. It's fun to play. But I just wish they would have done something different. Like, they picked a random power and just kind of made that with the axe. I wish they would have done something a little bit more based on the games. But that doesn't mean the ability he has is bad, per se. I'm not saying his ability is bad. I'm just saying it's not Springtrap. But he is a lot of fun. I've been playing him a good bit. Even though, you know, he's not really my type of playstyle. Like, really, my type of playstyle is characters like Skull Merchant or Singularity, ones that set up stuff, you know what I mean? I like these type of characters more. I'm really happy that they added the ghoul in, even though they butchered them with the nerfs. that he did not need. And I think, you know, he's a throwing killer, which is different. At least they didn't give us another dash killer, because that's all they seem to want to give us. Because those are the most popular type of killers, but... yeah. Oh, the other guy's a... is that guy a Twitch streamer? He is... no, sorta. He's got 37 viewers and only one clip, and that's it. So he's not really a streamer per se, he's just... oh. And that clip was from 2 months ago, so he's not really streaming anything unless he's just deleting all his VODs. Which is a possibility. I've seen toxic people do that kind of stuff. And I just noticed there's 2 flashlights and a toolbox. Really, I don't mind the flashlight though. The toolbox is the one I'm more worried about. Gin rushing is definitely the most troublesome thing in this game. I know part of it is a little bit my fault. I don't really run often anti-gin rush perks, but I just hate the meta of that. I do think gins are done way too fast in this game. Especially with when people start stacking perks that help it go faster. Can be a little overbearing. I thought they were supposed to make it so you didn't spawn in the middle of the maps anymore. Like, I keep spawning in the middle of maps. Oh shit, they got boons too. I don't know what that is. Hopefully it's not the scratch mark one. That's annoying. Yeah, I stuck with the axe. Yep, I fucking knew it. Damn, that was good. There's the boon. Oh, shit. This ain't going good. And I'm ended up going after the same person again. Okay. Well. Not exactly my goal, but I kind of lost the other guy. And somebody's following me. Oh fuck, I should have just smacked him there. I could have got him. This guy's overly committed to me. Oh well. Oh, fuck it. Phone's still here. Holy shit, man. These guys are fucking... Damn. Well, that's man. Okay. I'm not sure why you did that, but that doesn't help you any. They're in basement, I think. so. Well, one dead, couple hooks, and they only did one gen. And I think the first person I took out was their Jin Rusher, I think. Which, pretty good, actually. He's still here because the music's still playing, but I don't think he can do anything here. I don't even remember who was hooked down there. Yeah, it was her, wasn't it? The other girl.
It will end soon.
All that's left with the trolls. Nice. He died on there for a reason. Yep. This ain't my first day. And that's game. Nice try. America.
I have claimed you.
They were good. I'll give them that. But they just fucked around too much. Didn't do gens. Well, I think one of them was... I think this person here probably was their gen person. Yeah, this was their gen rusher. She had toolbox with built to last. Kind of throwaway perks here, or add-ons. Deja Vu, built to last, life, and Windows Opportunity. So she wasn't all gen rush, she was half gen rush. But I think she was her gen rusher. I'm not sure if Duke Deimos was part of them or not. I'm not sure about that one. Self-care, Fogwise, Botany, or Deja Vu. They weren't really like Gen Rush nor Bully. They were just kind of there. So I'm not sure if they were part of the Swift or not. These two were definitely together. 100%. And that one is a high possibility that was their Gen Rusher. Because usually bully squads, they'll usually have 2 people who bully, or 3 people who bully when it's a full Swift. 3 people who bully, and then 1 person that gen rushes. These two, I knew it. Power of 2. That's why they were sticking together so much. I knew it. Power 2 is probably one of the funnest perks to use. That's such a good perk. Well, good perk? I might be pushing it. That's such a fun perk, but not good perk. Because it requires both people to constantly be near each other. It's a lot of fun if you run like a full haste build, which... there's the boon, actually. What was the boon? Exponential... okay, recover from the dying state. Okay, yeah. So that's why that, Nia got up. Yeah. Anti-slug. Pretty cool, though. But yeah, it's just I'm not the greatest with them, but you know, I could sometimes be okay, I guess. With Springtrap. Those guys, they knew how to run them a bit better, so yeah, my weakness is definitely showed there, but I think he looks amazing. I wish he had a more power that was related to Five Nights at Freddy's. The doors I'm okay with. I'm okay with the doors and the cams. I do wish the cams had more use, and the doors. The doors would be kind of hard. I think the cams, I wish they had more use. All they do is make him break him out of his undetectable and illuminate him to everybody. That's really not a. And it works through walls too. It's like not even just. For me, that's just like. I don't know. It's just there's really no reason to use it. I mean, the time you waste sitting on the door, going through cams, he could A, sneak up on you and get you, and B, you're not doing gens, so you're just wasting time. It's really not that helpful, I wouldn't say. I mean, it's nice information, but is it worth wasting the time to do it? Because just breaking him out of undetectable and illuminating where he is to everybody isn't really... I mean, that's good. But is it worth wasting times off a Jin for? That's the thing. And the risk. Because it comes with a risk, too. While you're dealing with that, he could be traveling through a door. And he could come right up on you. Or he could run up behind you, you know what I mean? He could see you on the door. It's a lot of risk, not a very big reward. And same thing with going through the doors too. Going through the doors, it's a big risk. It's a really cool. I do love how they added the jump scares in there like that. But once the novelty of that dies down, will we see people even using the doors at all? Survivors? I mean, essentially I think the cams are just going to become an unused novelty, and I think the doors for survivors are just going to become an unused novelty, and you'll never see those jump scares probably after a while. Even when he was on the PTB, people were already saying don't use the doors, it's not worth the risk. People were already seeing this consensus even before he released. The cams just don't do enough to warrant using them. So I think that's another thing about him too. I think the coolest part of his power is the doors and the undetectable. Problem is both those things are secondary powers, and both those things are probably going to become obscure novelty as people get used to him more. As people keep playing them, they realize, hey, why even touch the doors? It's just a big risk with low reward. I think people are going to stop using them. I do think they should. I don't know. I think it's a little too late now. But yeah, definitely a lot of fun. But I'm going to end this episode right here and start another one. Before I end this one here, there's something that needs definitely addressed right now too in this game. Is the hackers. They are going rampant right now. I tend to not really see that many hackers, but lately, that was probably my 5th or 6th game since last night. I played last night, and that's probably my 5th, 6th game since that point. And out of those ones, half of them have had hackers. I've had 3 games with hackers and 3 without. That is getting a little crazy. Now, I did send a video report, and actually I posted both those hackers on my channel here. So there is the video clips of them. One of them was using speed hacks. The other one, I couldn't hook them. It wouldn't let me hook them. Or a survivor. I don't think the survivor wouldn't let me hook was the survivor who was hacking. I don't think so. But it wouldn't let me hook a survivors. And so eventually I managed to get to the basement, and everybody kept going there. And I just kind of had to camp. It's not something I like doing. I don't like camping. But if they got the Sabo hack thing that makes it so all the hooks are constantly saboing so you can't hook upstairs anywhere else, what am I supposed to do? You know what I mean? Only option was to camp the basement. So eventually I did get the hacker. And the whole time the hacker was on the hook in the basement, their character was jumping up and down. It was doing a bunch of crazy stuff, right? Their character was jumping up and down, and they were dying on the hook, but it seems like they were trying to get off, hack their way off or something. I don't know. But, yeah. And then after their, hook state expired and their timer expired, instead of the entity, killing them and them being gone, it just stayed in. Well, the person DC'd, but their bot stayed there, and the bot was still all hacked out, I guess. I don't know. Because they didn't die. Even after I killed everybody, I had everybody hooked. Everybody did not die. Everybody had to slowly die on the hook. Simply for the fact is this person was registered, I guess it was registered as not hooked or something, or not dead. And so they're just staying alive in the trial. And after everybody was dead, it finally killed the bot, but who is a hacker. Which, you know, you got the video is on my channel, so everybody could see that still too. But it's becoming a problem, right? I should not have experienced this much with the hacks. Definitely a problematic situation, and I don't know, something needs done about that. I sent the videos of those hackers to both, or I sent the videos of the hackers, of both those hackers, to Behavior. So this is another thing too. They're probably going to get banned if Behavior even, you know, cares to see the videos or do anything about it, right? They're going to get banned. Their account's going to be deleted or whatever. But well, guess what? They'll just create a new account. Be right back at it. I don't know if the first hacker set me up for more hackers or what. It seems to have died down, so I'm hoping that those two hackers were just two hackers and that's that. I hope it's not going to continue. It is good that I did get the one though. One of them was, I think, well, they both were bad, but one of them was speed hacking, so I can never catch them. They got out. The other one was doing stuff with the hooks. And so I ended up having to, I still managed to get that person though. I don't know, they're just, it's crazy. Also, both of them had like no perks on. They had nothing. So it was kind of like, okay, they're both running the same kind of thing. No perks, just pure hacks. But that's where I'll end this video here. Hopefully Behavior gets their shit together. Hackers have been in a problem in this game since day one, I think. At least very early on. I joined in 2017, so they've been a problem since very early. And I hope Behavior can finally get their shit together and get the hacking situation under control, because it's horrendous. It is really bad in this game. Yeah. And you know, granted, I've never had that many hackers. I've had some hackers, but not that incredibly many. But I think, if you watch people like Hans, Otstavo, Aaron, all those other ones, right? Those big guys, right? Those ones, they will get their shit blacklisted onto hacker sites or whatever, hacker discords or whatever, and they will get constant hackers once their IP's or their cloud ID is not sure of the word, basically exposed, I guess. And that is not good for the game. It's not good for the game's health, especially Five Nights at Freddy's is going to make this game the biggest chapter. This is the biggest chapter ever. We've had an all-high player count. Okay, you need to stop screaming. I'm trying to talk. We've had an all-time high player count. But if people keep, especially in the low levels, right? I imagine, okay, I'm obviously in a higher MMR range most of the time. High, mid, MMR, right? So, for me, I did just experience hackers. Not that game, but, you've seen it on my YouTube, those hacker games. I've experienced hackers. But I imagine the hacker situation probably is worse at the lower level, and especially when we're talking about new, because hackers have to create a new account all the time. They're going to have to start off at the bottom before their accounts get banned. But I imagine the hacker situation is probably a little bit worse down at the bottom end. And if we have new players coming in, at least for a little bit, I mean, if we have new players coming in, they're not going to sit there and deal with that. I mean, this game is already a rough enough game to get into. It's very, my dad, he's recently started playing this game, right? I got him into it. And he, like, the game, to try to, like, get into it is very, like, it's got a kind of a monopoly, right? So, you get addicted to the idea of it, you play the game, it's a fun concept and idea. It's done okay enough. I mean, I think it was better back in the golden age of like 2017, 2018. But it's still pretty decent to an extent. But we're talking about new players just trying to get into this. Like, I have all the killers. I have most of the perks, not on the Survivor side, but I still have a lot of Survivor perks too. But I have a lot of the killer, like almost every killer. Well, I do have every killer perk. So it's just kind of like, you know, when half the roster is locked behind a paywall, or a random showing of Shrine of Secrets, that makes it very hard for newer players to get good builds. It's tough for him to create anything good. I sit there and was trying to help my dad create a build for his. He's enjoying Chucky a lot. He likes Chucky. And Wraith and Doctor. Those are the three he likes. He started off with Dr. Sim because he thought it was good to have the ability to find survivors using the electricity. But with these characters, like, he got these characters, and I was trying to, like, okay, here's the best build for him. Oh, I don't have this, I don't have that, I don't have that. Oh, well, yeah, that's because that one's a pinhead perk, and that one's a I don't know, Wesker perk, or whatever, you know what I mean? And it's like, half the list of what's good perks are locked behind paywalls. I think behavior needs to kind of do something a little bit about that. I think when it comes down, yeah, charge for the killers, but do not charge for the perks. I think the perks should be able to be, like, instead of just like 4 perks for, or 2 killer perks, 2 survivor perks a week, I think they should just let you pick what you want. That way you're not constantly like having to check this and wait for the one perk you want to come up out of a roster of what, fucking 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40 killers. So out of a roster of 40 killers and fuck it, who knows how many survivors? That's a lot of perks. And 3 have each. That's a lot of perks. And it can be pretty overbearing for a new player to try to unlock them all. Now, well, some of them they'll probably start off with. I don't know what all characters start off unlocked. Probably Hag, Doctor, these 4. I imagine they all start unlocked. Huntress, maybe. I'm not sure. It's been a long time since I've had these. Some of these I start off with. I don't think Huntress was free. I think you had to get her. I could be wrong though. But yeah. But now I'm going to end it here. That's all I gotta say now.